Good morning. My name is Douglas Kidd and welcome to my vlog for week 4 Crimes of the Powerful. This week we focused on cybercrime. Cybercrime is not quite as new as what people think it is. Surprisingly, the origins of cybercrime can be traced as far back to the 1960s, with reports of computer manipulation, sabotage, and computer espionage or other illegal use of computers being reported during the 1960s. According to Wall 2007, there are 3 generations of cybercrime. Generation 1 is when the computer was utilized to assist more traditional offending such as fraud, illegal acquisition of money, destruction of or misappropriation of restricted information, for example. Gen 2 is hybrid offences, which includes transjurisdictional offending, which is interstate or international offending that crosses borders. This can include such offences as child pornography, identity theft, and money laundering. With these offences being committed purely online, it's really difficult for law enforcement to trace them down to one particular place. The 3rd generation of cybercrime is true cybercrimes. These are offences that only exist in the online environment and simply would not exist without the internet, such as spamming and DOS attacks. So what is cybercrime? There are 3 concepts that define what cybercrime is, and they are: cyber dependent is offences where technology is the target of the offending. This includes hacking, malware, and DOS attacks, which I'll talk about them a little further down the track. Cyber enabled. This is where traditional offences such as child pornography, stalking, and fraud are enhanced, increased, or enabled by the use of computers and the internet. Computer supported. This is where computers have been used as an incidental aspect of the commission of the offence. For example, if the police take somebody's computer and utilize its search history as evidence to support commission of offending. For example, if somebody has searched how to make a bomb on Google, police can use that as evidence against them. Over 3 billion people in the world today have access to the internet. So given the information that I've presented so far, technology has really become an enabler of crime in the modern era. And this is something that elements of organized crime have cottoned onto and utilized to support some of their traditional modes of offending, such as money laundering. It has really revolutionized and modernized the way organized crime operates. However, hackers and fraudsters have morphed into organized criminal groups, and this is how they operate in the modern era as well. Lastly, I wanted to talk a little bit about hacking itself. There are 3 main categories of hacking: unauthorized access to computer systems, malicious software, and DOS attacks. However, I'm going to focus on just 2 of these today. Malicious software is software that can be embedded in USB sticks or transferred by internet programs or mobile phone apps. Malware can give the hacker access to any of your personal data stored on your computer. DOS attacks. DOS stands for denial of service. This is mainly attacks on websites and public databases that interrupts their service. Government websites and financial institutions are some of the more common targets of DOS attacks. So this week I've decided to include an example of cybercrime that was recently prosecuted in my local area. So on the 20th of July 2020, former school teacher Nathan Rand was sentenced to a term of 18 months prison in the Rockhampton Magistrates Court, which was wholly suspended immediately after being found guilty of possessing child pornography. This is the result of Queensland Police raiding Ram's home back in November of 2019, where they located a total of 781 items of child exploitation material on Ram's computer. To me, this constitutes an act of cybercrime at the most serious and most heinous level. So that brings me to the conclusion for week 4. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you all again next week. Thank you.